We have started chopping second cut today, and we were going along, his metal detector went off. He went to drive out of the road just to put it to the side, and all of a sudden the spout completely dropped to the ground and it blew the hose, which it happened at least at a nice time. He wasn't chopping and he wasn't next to a truck, so I didn't plug anything and it didn't drop the spout into another moving machine and twist something. So we'll take what it gave us, and we already figured out the hose. He changed one last year, the down pressure one, and now this year the lifting one blew. Should have probably done both at the same time, but you know,
I wish I had another 7.
you try to save some time and a little bit of money, and then you get more issues in the future. How you doing, Avi? How was the last day of school?
Good. It was very fun that we didn't learn.
You didn't learn today? Just had fun?
Yeah. My two brothers are up in the shop.
Yeah, you got Henry and Marcus. Henry is main chopper driver right now, right? Yeah. Dada broke the chopper, right? And you got Marcus, he's running the dump wagon we just switched over. He's all excited, he can actually back this one up. After a little bit of waiting, we got the new hose back. We used, when we pulled the old one out, we used electrical wire. A zip tie.
11/16.
Yeah, we pulled it through the framing right here with that, and then we could use that.
Oh. You might have to cut me a zip tie when I come back.
Okay. We used that wire and me pushing it to get it back through the framing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
But it should be good. You gotta crack it to let the oil out. There's a lot of hose to fill up with oil. Headed back to his dump wagon. I had to fill that whole new hose up. Marcus has the first load as it like this right now. At the moment, we really don't need the dump wagon, but Marcus wants to do something. So we said we'd let him. We got a sister riding with him. I'm gonna put this down to do this. Goes up a little bit higher, which is nice. We're gonna have to put chloride in that tire or put some weight, one of the two. Before, the tipping point was just barely enough to where you could dump into this one. It's a lot nicer right now. It's working like we want. We just gotta add some weight. I would have had a video out, a lot more out already. I'm getting backed up. I finally got a computer thing figured out, but it's not the same as my old one, and it's giving me issues. Plus, the internet ain't working right at the house. So, I apologize for that. Hopefully I can get it figured out in the next couple days. At least try to get something out. But it definitely ain't going smooth right now. I'm trying to figure it out while also working all day. I only got time at night to really get that figured out. But Christoph's a busy man. He's always on the phone. That man gets so many phone calls, I think like 70, 80 a day. At least that's the one time he counted. After that he said, I ain't counting again. But he gets a lot of phone calls. He's working though. got the grass head fixed up. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier in the video. Didn't get recorded because Christoph did that right when I went to a wedding in West Virginia. So they didn't record that stuff, but fully rebuilt the pickups. They were destroyed. All the stuff basically rebuilt. But it's working a hell of a lot better. We would have had issues this whole time already. I'm not full yet, but this field's done. You can see that Marcus is dumping his load into Alex there. Before, I've probably shown you before, but the sideboard is kind of bent up pretty good on that. And that's because those dump wagons used to just barely reach over that sideboard. And when it would teeter a little bit, it would bend it down, but now it clears it with no problem. Just dumped my load, and you can see there's no tractor in the bunk. And that's because there's a little snail trail of oil. Oh, sorry. The pushing tractor blew a oil leak right in the front. I'll show you. Don't know what it is, so I gotta check what it is leaking, and then a little bit of screen cleaning we gotta do. Oh, where are you leaking from? Oh, in here. Okay. It's leaking on a steel line. That steel line's leaking. That goes to the accumulator. Right there. So it's leaking by the accumulator. Oh. Maybe it's just loose. Otherwise, an O-ring maybe? It could be because that's pushed up. Oh, I gotta look at it a little better, but that's where we're leaking from. It looks like that nut just loosened up right there. I want to say there's also an O-ring on that, so probably blew the O-ring out once it backed off enough. So we'll get her fixed up in the morning. Right for now, Philip's just gonna use the 8480. We had that ready on the bucket system. Normally, if you get both ready, you don't need the second one. But if you don't get both ready, you're guaranteed to need the second one. And when it does go down, it's already ready. So we just like to get both tractors going. He's going back at it with the 84. That thing has pushed bunk for 9 years. I think we've had it for 9 years. Or 7. Can't remember. One of the two. We've had it for a long time, and ever since we've had it, we put a bucket system on it and she's pushed. That is a very good bunk tractor. You have a lot of visibility from in the cab, and it's really nice on the bucket. We do like it. You have a lot more visibility with that one than you do with the 86. That is true. The hood's smaller. But that one doesn't, this one doesn't have the duals, so it's not as nice when it comes to packing wise, and not as side to side tippy. But you know, that's what you get when you get the European models. You get the narrower wheelbase, fatty tires, but they're normally a lot cheaper. And that's why we bought them, a fraction of the price. This is that hole that Christoph told Alex not to go through. And Marcus drove right there, and those fat tires float very nicely. When I tell you that thing turned out way better than I expected it was going to, it sure did. I don't think we put an extra $100 worth of steel into that frame, and like, it's just perfect. All we are doing right now that's on order is we have 20 new studs and nuts coming for it.
Probably drive right over you, Alex.
He's cruising right along. Christoph got to that corner and then just let him dump. That way Alex can keep going, getting loaded. I don't think he's gonna line it up on his own, but he'll probably get it somewhat square. I didn't park the damn thing straight. That's my fault. I didn't think he was gonna attempt. You guys missed it, but he goes on the CV. Look at that, I did it. It actually wasn't bad. If I would have had the truck straight with the dump wagon, he would have easily done it. That was my fault. I didn't think he was gonna try doing it. Oh. It doesn't really matter being in the front or back because I'm gonna get topped off by the chopper. But normally, if we're only using dump wagons, we butt it up tight to the front and tight to the back, and wow, can easily get 2 loads into here. Dumps all the way out now. Before it would always get stuck because it wasn't high enough. There. But he'll probably make it to pretty close to here, and I'll be able to take over and get topped off. Alex is loaded up. She's waving, heading out. Up. We got Marcus here coming in. Keep Christoph rolling. Oh, that was a soft spot. So he's gonna basically chop everything from where I am, or even this row, with the dump wagon, just because I can feel it sloshing around. So it's wet. Yeah, I'm making black marks. I'm not cutting in too deep, but the ground turned black. Well, this is gonna be my last load for the night. Mark is just relaxing right there, waiting. I have the window shut, so it's a lot quieter. I can actually just talk with a normal voice instead of having to yell, just for the camera to pick it up as
Dad?
normal talking.
Yes?
This going to be mine tomorrow?
What?
This mine tomorrow?
You gotta go, this mine tomorrow. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Am I going to be driving this tractor again tomorrow?
That was a wet hole.
We'll see how it is. We'll stay here.
That was a wet
Okay.
hole. I don't know if the ground picked up, or the camera picked up the darker lines from previous markings.
And if it's not wet, you might have to be on the boat and get help packed.
Got some corn growing on the other side of this wood line right here. Ground's really soft right here. You heard Marcus asked about what he gets to drive tomorrow. That's because tomorrow's Thursday, but school's done. And he is excited for summer vacation. But either he'll be driving dump wagon if it stays kind of like this up the rest of the King Road, which most likely, knowing the fields, we'll need one here and there for little stuff like in this field. There's that front corner section. And there's other fields up the hill like that. That's just little sections you need one. Or I'll be on the bunk with the second tractor because we'll have the 8670 running tomorrow, hopefully. I definitely hope. It'll suck not having it. Otherwise, a different tractor will have,
Marco's gonna follow.
will have to be on the bunk helping back. But this will probably be the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Till the next one.